Right now I'm wearing this poncho thing and a hoodie and pajama pants, and there's a blanket too, which I've been cuddled up in all day, and I basically haven't wanted to move because I've just wanted to sit on the couch curled in a blanket. I have moved though, and I have been doing cleaning, and the living room is looking pretty awesome if I say so myself. But while I was doing that, I was listening to audiobooks because I'm out of my slump. If you guys didn't know, I was in a slump for the past few days. And I've been listening to Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. I'm really enjoying the writing. I think it's very funny, and although there are far too many characters, and so that bit is a little like daunting to keep up with, it's very funny. And I was listening to it, and I noticed these few similarities between it and Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Looked up some more stuff. Apparently it was published the same year as Alice in Wonderland, yada yada. This one was published like serial though, so it finished being published that year, but like the first half of it was published the previous year and all this stuff, and I was just like, can that really be a coincidence? There's like this rhyme that is very similar. There are like, and next to that there's like a pepper reference, which I was just like, that can't be a coincidence. So Lewis Carroll would have drawn influence from this book for his books. And so I shared my theory with my friend Judith, and who is also very obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, and with Christopher. And Judith immediately was like, wow, that's amazing. That can't be a coincidence. There's like too many similarities. Christopher's like, that's probably a coincidence. But then he like did some research and he found papers written about all the similarities between Our Mutual Friend and Alice in Wonderland. And I was like, yes! This means I'm a true Alice fan, that I was able to pick some of them out. And there are a few that I missed, but there are many, many references. And unfortunately, the article is blocked from us. For some reason, we're not allowed to read the whole thing. But there are several similarities and almost direct quotes from this book to Alice in Wonderland. And my mind is blown. So although I know this came first, Alice in Wonderland was taken from it, it makes me like this book more, that Alice in Wonderland has those similarities to this book, even though I keep saying that this book is similar to Alice in Wonderland, even though it should be vice versa. Anyway, enjoying this book on its own, but that just made my day. So Christopher came home from work a couple hours early just because he was feeling sick. He stayed up again all night last night. That boy. So he was just feeling kind of ill and things like that. So he came home around 3:30ish and has been asleep since then. It's about 6:30 right now. It's almost 6:30 and I'm gonna wake him up soon, but I made food today because today was my day off, and so I could actually do that. I ended up making that chicken barbecue stuff that we made a little while ago, and I'm also making mashed potatoes. So they're just staying warm in here. All I did was boil them, cut them up and boiled them, and then I'll be adding in butter and cream and salt and pepper, lots of salt and pepper, and possibly some milk. How you feeling, sleepyhead?
I'm alright.
Sleepy?
Yeah. And hungry.
Oh, that's good, because I made you dinner. They look pretty awesome. We put extra sauce on top, but they were looking all crispy and nice from the oven. I did cook them in the crock pot like before, and then threw them in the oven. You excited?
Yeah.
Me too.
So I was up this morning. I got up, and the fact that that was because I stayed up all night by accident is besides the point. I was reading, and I was finishing vlogs, a bunch of vlogs, and I ended up being up way later than I meant to be, which by that point I was just like, if I go to sleep right now, I'm not going to be able to get up in the morning like I want to get up and do stuff. Like I won't be able to do stuff in the morning and actually be able to get up and wake up. So I just stayed up through it and read some more and decided to stay up right through it. Did stuff this morning that I wanted to do, and then went to work and felt really awful. I've learned my lesson, I promise. Promise that I've learned my lesson. Don't have to tell me. I know, it's not a good thing. I'm about to go to sleep. Just finished watching, if it can be called this, the first 2016 presidential debate. and it was very surreal. I don't really have much to say about it, honestly. I thought I might. I thought I'd be able to pick the camera and like start talking about it for a bit and say some thoughts on it, but I don't have anything to say. It didn't feel it didn't feel like real life, and I'm not too happy about it. But it doesn't feel like they talked about anything relevant or important or even remotely real at all. It just felt like they're just discussing the same old issues that they're having with each other over and over again. The same things that have come out of their mouths this whole entire time, back and forth. It's just been this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing it's always been since the beginning of this whole thing. We didn't learn anything new, didn't discuss anything new, didn't go into anything real, didn't actually talk about anything, and I feel like it's just unfortunate, and I'm not too surprised, but I was hoping for there to be more. Maybe the next debates will be better. We'll see. But I am very tired. I came home, took a nap for a while, came home early, took a nap for a while, and it was perfectly fine. Everyone at work understood and was like, hey, go ahead, you can go. And I felt a lot better after sleeping for a little bit and eating when Giselle woke me up to eat dinner. And now I'm gonna go actually just lay in bed and probably pick up my book, reading The Obelisk Gate right now, and gonna just read for a little bit until I just feel like I can't anymore, and just fall asleep, which I think is gonna happen probably pretty quickly. So anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end it today, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.